That's it right there, T-Nip.
What's up, YouTubers? It's CrownSpectro here with another video for you guys, and today we're gonna be talking about basically Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind DLC. Alright, is this DLC good or bad? Cause like there's a lot of questions that I have going on into this, and I feel like this DLC could have been part of the original game. I mean, I just feel like that this game could have had already had this DLC in it, in the base game, and I wouldn't have minded at all this DLC being inside the base game, because I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts, and I won't say I played every Kingdom Hearts game, but I had a couple run-ins with a couple of previous Kingdom Hearts game, and the 2.8 final mix, and 2.5 final mixes and stuff like that. But I heard that a lot of the other original games like Kingdom Hearts 2, which I never got a chance to play, but I did end up playing a little final mix and stuff like that. I'm not sure that I think 2.5 did have Kingdom Hearts 2 in it. I don't think I ever finished beating it though. But I think the Kingdom Hearts 2 story, people were saying like the story was a lot longer. The story had much more in depth, or the combos were a lot more different. The combos weren't repetitive like Kingdom Hearts 3. I heard that like compared to the other games, Kingdom Hearts in this game's story mode's pretty short, and this game's story mode didn't really measure up to the previous Kingdom Hearts game story mode. I enjoyed the story mode a lot, but I will agree that the story mode was pretty short. I mean, the time that I had to finish it, I could finish it, and it didn't really take me that long. I mean, I had to still do school and stuff like that, but regardless of that, it didn't take me no longer than maybe just a week to beat the game. And I enjoyed playing the game. I kind of feel left empty though after I beat the game, not built the game. But it just felt like there was nothing more to do. And now I'm hearing about this ReMinded DLC. I heard rumors about it being DLC, but I ain't really check into it that often about Kingdom Hearts 3 getting a DLC. And Kingdom Hearts 3 is getting a ReMinded DLC. So it's like, why was this not in the base game? Because Kingdom Hearts, in my opinion, just feels like one of those games that you wouldn't really think get a DLC. Like, most games these days get DLCs. I mean, it's just a trend now. Most game, developers make games, and they create new content. More money, more revenue coming in for developers and publishers, of course. And they create DLCs for so people can enjoy the game even more after they beat the game, the story, or anything else in the game they want to do. And Kingdom Hearts 3, all the Kingdom Hearts franchise in general, just felt like it always felt like it should have been one of those games where it shouldn't have DLC. Like, these sort of things should already be in the base game. Like, this should be already a part of the story. And from what I'm seeing of this Reminded DLC, it looks like this Reminded DLC is actually picking up on the story of Kingdom Hearts 3. So it's like it's continuing from where the story left off. So I'm definitely gonna be checking into that. I'm probably end up getting that, playing that. I mean, honestly, was curious about what happened in Kingdom Hearts 3 and all. I'm not gonna speak on it because I mean, if you guys haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3, then I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So, if you guys haven't played this game, you should most definitely check it out and play it. It's a really dope game. You can have a lot of fun playing it. And I don't know if I want to think this DLC is good or bad. This is where I'm standing right now. Cause like, it's good that it's coming, but it's bad because this should have been a part of the base game from the beginning, in my opinion. Like, why was this not a part of the game from the very beginning? Like, I'm pretty sure, like I said, the story mode was kind of short in my opinion. I mean, it wasn't short, but it wasn't the longest story mode either. I kind of felt like the 2.8 was more of a challenge. The 2.8 and the 2.5, Kingdom Hearts were, more of a challenge and kind of harder than this one. But don't get it wrong, I still enjoy the story and the combat and the gameplay and stuff like that. But it just, just didn't really feel as challenging. But other than that, I enjoyed the game overall, and this Reminded DLC, I'm happy that it's happening, but like I said before, I just still felt like this could have been in the base game. This could have been added, a part of the story, because where the story left off in Kingdom Hearts 3, well, kind of left them on kind of a cliffhanger, kind of not, there's still more to the story. So, I just feel like that if they're gonna continue to do this, if they're gonna continue to go down this route with DLCs and stuff like that, and this game came out like January sometime, January 2019. So, and the final mix for 2.8, I remember it came like 2017, so around sometime like that. So it's like a good 2 years later after the 2.8 dropped, and Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. And Kingdom Hearts 3 did come out at the very beginning of the year. So, you know, that was nice. That was a nice little touch for it to come out. You know, something fresh to play at the beginning of the year. But, you know, I feel like that this game also didn't have any replay qualities to it as well. Because I also heard that, you know, a lot of the other Kingdom Hearts 3 Kingdom Hearts games in general, like they had like these Final Fantasy bosses, and you know, Final Fantasy characters are pretty dope. I do remember seeing the video one time. You know, I know Sephiroth was one of them, Cloud was in one of the Kingdom Hearts, and you know, I didn't see no Final Fantasy characters in this one, so I was curious about what was that all about. Like, if they're not gonna put a Final Fantasy character in this Kingdom Hearts 3. Or did they just forget, or what? You know, I mean, I want to say it's not too late for them to do so. I mean, of course, since they're doing DLCs now, I mean, they always add a DLC, you know, add a Final Fantasy character that way. But like I said, I just felt like these should have been things that should have been part of the game from the very beginning. So, like I said, I'm still at this, you know, in between point of whether this is a good DLC or a bad DLC. It's not the DLC itself is what I'm debating on. It's whether the fact that, you know, like this, like why, you know, should it be a DLC, or should it already have been part of the game from the very beginning? And I'm leaning towards it should have been part of the game from the very beginning. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think down in the comment section below. Do you guys don't mind it being in the DLC, or you just felt like this should have been a part of the game from the very beginning of the base game itself? Or did you expect more from Kingdom Hearts 3? Was you disappointed? Did you like this game? Who knows? You guys tell me what you think down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.